Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hi, welcome back to Healing with Surbi. As promised, today I'm gonna talk about the process of healing. So, there are a few aspects to the process of healing. I know I've been talking about self healing and rewiring your cells, energy healing, taking back charge of your life, letting go of fear, all of these things for a few months now. And I've realized that maybe all of these are very lofty goals, especially when you're going through a cancer experience or any chronic health issue or anything big in life, if it's taking a toll on you right now. Then to just get up and say that, okay, today I'm gonna learn Reiki, or today I'm gonna do energy healing. I'm gonna go find a healer. I'm gonna go get my tarot cards read, or I'm gonna start the healing process. It can be daunting. It can also be very isolating, that experience. So I'm going to dial it down. I'm going to maybe just give you step A of where I started. So everything that I'm saying, I say and I will say in the future is from my personal experience. It is not just random gyan that I have read somewhere or heard from somewhere and I'm just regurgitating that to you. No, this is all my personal experience. So it is as authentic as it can be. And I'm coming from a place of helping you heal, just the way I am doing it, because I know how uh, rocky this road can be. I want to be there to hold your hand. I want to be that voice that you listen to when you are feeling down in the dumps. So, step one, accepting fear. We know that we are all fearful. It is absolutely human to be fearful. It is absolutely human to be angry, to have resentment, to have all of those emotions. It is the thing that people say. I've read I've read in so many places and heard so many of these people on Instagram and YouTube and everywhere saying that, oh, forgive and forget. No, it is not humanly possible for us to forgive and forget. What we can do is accept it. Accept, yes, this is happening to me. So first and foremost, we accept that yes, there is fear, but what am I going to do about it? So the way I handled my fear is to face it head on, to look fear in the eye and say, what's the worst that can happen? And that's where you start from. So my family had this thing that we would say to each other, we still say to each other, is hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So every time you feel that you are in a big dark cloud of fear, just hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So what is the one thing that fear has over you is the sense of helplessness, is the sense of uncertainty, that I don't know what's going to happen. So you imagine the worst and then you take one step back from there. I hope I'm making sense here. I will give you a minute to gather yourself and to integrate this information, because fear is an emotion which is very dense and very heavy. It's like carrying a bag with stones full of it, like with rocks in it. All of the other emotions that we feel, the lighter emotions of joy, happiness, bliss, gratitude, those are very light emotions. That is why it brings a smile on your face. It makes your heart rate lower. It makes you feel lighter. It makes you feel calmer, because these are lighter emotions to carry. Fear, anger, resentment, helplessness, self-loathing, all of these are very, very, very heavy and very dense emotions to carry. So give yourself permission to put that backpack down, the bag that you've been carrying on your shoulders, on your back, full of fear. Give yourself permission to put that back down and just look at it from a distance. Look at your fear from a distance. Write it down if that works for you. I'm a writer, so obviously that's the first thing that comes to me, and it comes very easily to me. We all have a form of expression that comes easily to us. So find your form of expression that comes easily to you. So write down, say it, go work out, go for a walk, talk to a friend, maybe go for a meditation, go for a sound healing, whatever works for you, because you are a unique soul. You have your own set of circumstances, you have your own set of environment that you have made for yourself, that you have chosen for yourself. So whatever best possible that you can do in the set of circumstances that you are in, go find your normal and go find your way of letting go of that fear. Maybe letting go might be skipping a few steps, but at least acknowledge that yes, I am fearful. Now what? So don't be afraid of acknowledging these emotions. These emotions are what gets us on the other side of the river. So you have to cross this river, and all of these emotions, all of these baggage that we deal with are the stepping stones that make the pathway to the other side of the river. The current is very strong in that river. You won't be able to swim through. You need these stepping stones. So try and work with the fear. Acknowledge that yes, I have fear. Yes, I have whatever other emotion that you have, be it anger, be it disappointment. There is this big correlation between fear and shame. So the way our society works, the way we are brought up, and the way the world functions, there is a certain sense of shame that comes in accepting fear. Like if I go in a group of people and say that, you know what, I'm actually scared, everybody will get very uncomfortable because we don't know how to sit with our fear, do we? So we put up a brave face. So we pretend that I'm actually not scared. I'm okay. It's okay. Everything will happen. It's this the fake positivity that we try to give out to the world but we don't have enough for ourselves. So when you genuinely give yourself permission to sit with all of the emotions that are holding you back or not letting you go on the other side, sit with them, acknowledge them, give them the time of the day, but just don't put down your backpack yet. Just take out the rocks of fear and anger and shame. Put those rocks back in the river. They don't belong to you. They are not yours to carry. So hold on to your backpack because it has all of these other absolutely beautiful emotions inside that we need, that will get us to the other side where we need to go. That other side can look very different for each one of us. For us, we might be in a situation where you have completely given up and your body is giving up and you don't know what to do. You might be listening to this for someone else, and so it is their journey, not yours. You can only share this with them, just like I'm sharing it with you, but I can't walk your walk for you. You got to do it on your own. So be prepared that when you start this journey of self-healing, there is a lot of acceptance that comes before you get to the healing stage. There is light everywhere. And like I said in my previous video, call in your guides, in your soul guidance team, your ancestors who've passed away, your gods and goddesses, the ascended masters, anyone that you resonate with, that you trust, who is on a higher realm. Please call them for help, and they will always show up. They will show up in the capacity that you permitted them to show up for you. So when we are born as a soul, before my soul took this body of Surbhi, I don't know what my soul where my soul was, what life it was living. But there is a soul contract that was signed by my soul, by my higher self, as Surbi Ahuja, to have this experience in my life. So when I handpicked this experience, I also handpicked the team who is going to teach me the lessons through this experience. So every big experience that you have in your life, big or small, comes with all of these side dishes, so to say. So there is always this this nudge that you have on the inside, that my cancer experience is also teaching me something to do with my skill set, the gifts that I was born with. I was born with this gift to communicate, but I never used it. I never channeled it. I was always skeptical. I was always doubting myself that should I be doing this? Will I be good enough? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Would people be even interested to hear what I have to say? But here I am doing it. It doesn't matter if anyone is listening or not. I am creating a frequency that I was made to create. I'm creating a ripple that I was meant to do as a part of my soul contract. And I would have never done it if it wasn't for cancer. So look for the small clues that cancer or any ailment or any chronic disease or any disturbance in your life that is being created right now. Look for it. Look for the signs. Ask the universe to show you what you're meant to see, to explain to you what your soul contract is. And slowly but surely, you will start looking, finding people in your environment who will come and tell you, answer the questions that you have. You will start finding your tribe. You will start finding the people who speak the same language. And I'm saying this from experience, that from knowing not a single spiritual soul in Singapore to having a whole tribe of these wonderful spiritual beings around me. And I'm so glad and I'm so grateful for that. So always count your blessings. Look for the blessings around you, because they are always there in plenty. If there is abundance of something in your life, it is abundance of blessings. So go look for it and just take out the rocks of fear for now. That is only step one. I will tap into the other things in my next video. But for now, just try and first things first, acknowledge that yes, I do have fear, I do have anger, I do have resentment, and just sit with it and dive deeper. Understand where it's coming from. Try and find a solution to it, not with your brain. Don't go out brainstorming that, oh, how can I tackle this? No, just sit with it and ask the universe to help you. Ask your gods, your whoever that you're connecting with. Ask them for your help. The one thing that you can do is disassociate yourself with that emotion, because that emotion is a part of a bigger experience. Like it's just a fabric, it's just a thread in the clothes that you're wearing. That does not mean that that is the only piece of clothing that you have, if you understand what I'm trying to say here. So go look for whatever it is that's on top of the surface right now, and then we'll take it from there. So happy healing, everyone. I am very curious to see what this journey is going to look like for each one of you. Feel free to send me a message or write down in comments, however you feel comfortable. But I'm very curious to be a part of this journey with you. Have the most beautiful and the most blessed and light-filled day. I am here as always. And it's about time that we showed up for our own selves. Have the most beautiful day. Bye-bye.